Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to add text to your video. I mean to your image. So first off, I want to add a background. I'm going to add a background layer. So I'm just going to do layer, new layer, and I'm going to pull this layer below the background. I'm going to do select all, edit, fill, and I'm going to fill it with black, just for the heck of it. Okay, so now I've got these girls. I've got this black background. I'm not loving the black background, but I want to show you a couple of other things. So one thing is I want to resize the girls. So edit, transform, and I've got all these choices: scale, rotate, distort, perspective. I don't want to distort them. I'm going to do scale. When I rescale it, don't forget you have to hold down the shift key, or else there's going to be a problem. They'll get warped. So now I've hit the check mark, and now I'm going to select deselect, and now I want to add some text. Okay, so now I'm going to do T for text over here, and it tells me that the size is 24 points, but I want it a little bigger. Okay, you can actually just type in here how big you want it. So I want it to be 60 points. Okay, and I don't want the type to be black because the background's black. So let me change it to white. I could change it to any color, but I've decided to change it to white. And I'm going to pick a different font. So let's see. It's not really giving me oh, there we go. These are the previews of what the fonts look like. So I've decided I want this weird looking font. I've never even heard of it, but it looks good. Okay, so it's going to be this color, this size. I'm in the text tool. I pull out a box, and I'm going to type inside that box. And I want my type to be centered. I don't want it to be on the edge. So I'm going to start typing. We love to ice skate. Now my problem is that the type is too small. So do I have to erase it and start all over? No, I can highlight it and I can make it bigger. So I've decided that I want it to be 90 points. That's nice. And then I'm going to hit enter, and it will become 90 points. If you don't hit enter, it won't become 90 points. Now let's say I hit the check mark up here, and now I've got this. Now I've got it and I kind of like how pointy this is because it's supposed to be ice skating. But now I want to move it. I want to make it nearer to where the girls are. So I use my move tool, and I just click, and I can move the type. Now let's say I want to make the type smaller. I can do edit, transform, and instead of making it smaller, I think I want to warp it. So I'm going to do the perspective. Okay. No, I didn't like that. Let's see, edit, transform, distort. Okay, so with distort, I can actually change the size, stretch it, and do all sorts of things. Edit, transform, perspective. I can do all sorts of things manipulating it. But the other thing that I can do with the text is, so let me hit the check mark. It's still text. So if I click the text tool, I can also do this thing where you warp it. Okay, so warping it, style, none. Right now it says none. I can change it to an arc, but that arc is a little too much because, I have the preview here so I can see what it looks like. I still want to be able to read it. So let me change the arc. Okay, and I can change the horizontal distortion. I can change the vertical distortion. And it's now, the thing is, it still says T for type, so it's still an editable type layer. So if I go here and I'm clicking on T for text, and I'm in this layer, and I click, I actually can add an exclamation point and I can actually edit the type. Okay, and then hit the check, and now it has an exclamation point. So all that manipulation doesn't change the fact that I'm still able to edit the type. So that's kind of a nice thing. So anyway, that's how you create type, and that's how you edit type, and that's how you transform type. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial.